We think even after death, according to what doctors have found, the results of a new scientific research that have come to light are impressive, revealing that the brain continues to function even after death, which means that someone will know that they are dead. Scientists claim to have discovered that for seconds after the heart stops, brain activity continues, and emphasizes that patients are fully aware of what's happening to them, are conscious, and the consciousness still exists. According to one study, people who had suffered heart attacks could understand what was happening to them while they were clinically dead and were able to describe it after they came back to life. At the same time, there is evidence that patients may be able to hear the doctor announcing their death. Dr. Sam Parnia and his team at Stony Brook University of Medicine in New York studied consciousness after death by examining heart attack cases in Europe and America. And according to Dr. Parnia, people often change when they have such afterlife experiences and are willing to help their fellow man. Dr. Parnia adds that unlike the movie Flatliners, where medical students experiment on themselves by stopping their hearts and then restarting them, patients don't come back to life with memories and visions. In the 1990s, films starring Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, and as well as a 2017 remake starring Ellen Page, trainee doctors are haunted by visions of the past. But Dr. Parnia makes it clear that when a patient comes back to life, they have no memory. Well, that's not right. There are many that even have experiences of God giving them a message. Now, according to his statements to Life Science, patients describe doctors and nurses having full awareness of dialogues and events that occurred while they were clinically dead. The moment a patient is declared clinically dead is the moment their heart stops beating. Doctors announce the time of death when the heart stops, and when this happens, the brain activity stops almost immediately. But it makes clear even though the part of the brain responsible for thinking, which also slows down and stops any activity, brain cells can be active for hours after the heart has stopped. The process of artificial respiration, resuscitation, sends to the brain about 50% of the necessary amount of blood, which according to Dr. Parnia is enough to start working again. As long as we're doing artificial respiration, all brain functions continue to exist, just to a lesser extent. People who live such an experience tend to come back transformed. They become more altruistic and more likely to help their fellow human beings. They find new meaning in life, having faced death. But they don't have enough memory. I don't understand what he means by that. Now, this scientific study examines what happens in the brain when someone has a heart attack and whether consciousness continues after death and for how long. The goal of the research is to improve the resuscitation process and prevent damage to the brain when restarting the heart. And this was translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.